try to get this back in service. As you can see, it's been cleaned up. I've replaced the plastic in this lower one. I don't remember if I told you, but there was a little leak in this one. I couldn't find it. It's just a tiny leak. It was just enough to make the, you can see it drip off of here a little bit sometimes. But anyway, it's fixed now. Now all this is a wooden box, as you can see. But the water comes in here and it just flows down there. And then over here, it overflows right here. And this is another swamp cooler type connection. And it flows right there. Comes in here and then it goes down here. And it flows out there. Screw this up from the bottom like that into the drain. And then hook another PVC onto here and have it go out into the drain line, so into the sump. So I can do this there and screw that in. Okay, now I think that's tight. It shouldn't leak, but we'll deal with that a little bit later if it does. And then what we do is we just hook this line right up to that, and that'll go over. I can't do that with one hand right now, so we'll put that on and we'll have that done. Here, and as you can see, there it's going into the top. Now this is filling up right now, so let's let this fill up for a little bit and we'll see how it is. You can see the water's coming right there, so we'll let that fill up for just a little while. Okay, the water's come up. As you can see, there's the overflow. And as you can see, it's starting to come out of there. Now what we've got to do is wait for this to fill up and start to flow really well. And hopefully, when it gets down here, this won't leak. So let me catch up with you again. And you see, you got a pretty good flow rate coming out of here, and there's not much flow coming out of there yet. So this one's gonna have to fill up a little bit more to get that flow rate up. But we'll check back in here when this bottom one starts to fill. It's running now, as you can see. There's the water coming in, see? And it goes over here, and the water overflows out here. And then it runs down there, and it exits out there. This Aquaponics thing is excellent for tomatoes. As you can see, I've got some strings here. What these were was they supported tomatoes and some other things last year. And it did quite well. Although I just kind of did it as a trial and I really wasn't serious about it. It does quite well. Now, in here, there's a tank down here below. I'll show you that in a second. But this is aquaponics because the tank down there is full of fish. And it will be anyway. And last year it was full of fish too. And so, you know, what we got is fish water in here. Then it goes out there as well. And there's some other videos on that explain that. Anyway, the point being, fish, and this is fish water, and it circulates through here. So this is an aquaponic setup, and I'm going to grow tomatoes in here, but not just any kind of tomatoes. I've got some dark, I think they're called dark Cherokee or black Cherokee or something like that, and I've got a couple of other varieties that I can't remember the names of right now, but they're not your standard, you know, beefsteak tomatoes or something like that. And this is an excellent place to grow them because it does have ventilation. That little thing with the lid, the box open, that's the cooler. So it does keep it relatively cool in here. That direction is south, so it gets good sun most of the day. And it ventilates nicely in here. And it gets fairly hot in here. But tomatoes, they're okay with fairly hot. They're just not okay with really hot. So anyway, that's the update, and we're ready to go. I'll start planting tomatoes, and I'll show you their results. Well, good morning. It is the 17th of July today. So this has been running since, well, a couple of months anyway. But I wanted to show you the results thus far of how this, I guess I'll call it my tomato machine, has been running. Let me get the camera here and get you a little bit more of a close-up so you can see how the results are thus far. Now, as you can see, I've got a lot of tomato plants here, and some of them have already started to climb. Well, they're not climbing. I'm wrapping them around up here, up the guide strings. And there's even a bean plant. Look at that. That's been growing in here, doing quite well. And there's the drain, as you can see, and the water's going down. Now this, again, is all aquaponics. And as you can see down there, those are goldfish. And they're doing quite well. They're healthy. And so there it is. You can see these tomatoes really thrive in this kind of an environment. And yeah, here's a couple of tomatoes right here that are formed already. And there's some more. Yeah, here's another one over here. So this is working quite well. I guess seeing as how there's tomatoes here already, it'll be probably another few weeks and we'll actually start picking tomatoes off of there. Now, last year when I tried this for a trial run, these strings, the tomato plants, these are indeterminate tomato plants, they did climb all the way to the tops of the strings. So we'll probably get quite a nice harvest just out of this. So anyway, that's the update for today. And things are looking quite good. This is really doing quite well.